Last week, we used an equation to determine if a player's quarterback rating had any correlation to how they performed this season. And we learned that there was almost no direct correlation between a player's quarterback and their record. But before we put this conversation to bed, I thought it might be interesting to see what the players think. So I asked them to rank from 1 to 10 how much they thought their quarterback affected their record this season. A score of 1 would mean their quarterback had basically no effect on their season, while a score of 10 would mean they had a huge effect. And to no surprise, the players' answers were a bit on the dramatic side. 80% of the players answered with a rating of 6 or above, meaning most of them believe that their QB had at least a decent impact on how they played. That included a rating of 10 from Gabagool, who has a 72 overall quarterback, but has gone 11-3 so far on the season. So maybe he thinks that if he had a better quarterback, he would have gone undefeated this season? And then you have TTV Rage that answered with a 7. He used 86 overall Brock Purdy all season, but just about led the league in interceptions thrown. It seems to me like he's blaming his bad performance on his quarterback, who is actually pretty good. But maybe there's something I'm missing here. On the other end of the spectrum, you have Milk2Wavy, who answered with a 3. He's had a pretty solid season to this point and has used Russell Wilson, who's a 78 overall. This feels like Milk is crediting himself with carrying a pretty mid team to some great performances, although Russell Wilson is not a bad quarterback by any means. Finally, we have DJ, who answered with the lowest rating at a 2, which is interesting because he's only played 6 games this season, but has a pretty mid quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. Maybe he just wasn't able to get comfortable with his squad since he didn't get many games this season, and that's what he's chalking his 3-3 record up to, which feels pretty fair. To recap, most of the players believe their quarterback did impact their season in a substantial way, despite some of them dominating all season long. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are the players being dramatic, or is there some truth to how they're feeling?